Hey folks, good morning. It's a beautiful day here today. Cool. It's about 41 degrees Fahrenheit and it is beautiful. So, I got a question for y'all. So, in the line of work I do, analysis and assessment is part of what I do. I've been doing this in 2 3 jobs, and that's why I'm good at what I do. But the dilemma I'm in right now is the dilemma that people are unwilling to admit is a problem for them and for others. When a question arises and it's a question that really affects multiple individuals, including themselves, I've noticed people are willing to stick to their principles, and I respect that. I really do. But the problem I have is when their principle politically is being garnered without supportive evidence that is independently checked, verified, and has been, in some sense, been the mystification of it has been destroyed by real data, real information, and people still willing to stick to their guns with it. Again, I respect that. It's their principle. But the problem we have now more than ever is that when I do a research and when I do an assessment, when I ask people certain things, people will always stick their guns. No problem again. But it becomes a problem when I, in effect, ask them, can you provide me the information how this is blah 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 interactive to your blah blah blah? A lot of people, let me just say, a lot of people begins to be defensive. There's one of the biggest problems, one of the biggest flags that I always seem to get, and it's something a lot. And by the end of the situation, they openly say, um, "We do know I know I'm wrong. Um, there's no facts. It's just I feel like this is." I'll give you an example. One person said, "I'm sticking to what my feeling is," and I said, "I respect that, but there is no supportive data or nothing about it because I feel that they're wrong because of." And I told that individual, "I understand. I respect that. I understand, but you cannot use that to put forth something that you already know is not true, and you're using it to your advantage, and it's hurting other people, and you're creating some mystification, saying that because your opinion and your feeling is more important than protecting the truth, then we have an issue." And I said to him also, truth is based on one's insight, and I respect that too. But when data and evidence put to light your information you have is wrong, and it's been validated as wrong, you must be able to admit, yes, this is my own opinion. Yes, this is blah blah blah, because in my sense, and I've been candid about it for a lot of people, is that when I know that my information and my opinion is wrong, I openly admitted it. Been doing this for 30 some years. It's not about, it's pride. It's about stupidity, because a lot of people's stupidity has created problem and mayhem. In many cases, I've seen cases where individuals, they stick with their guns and they find out, oh my God, I'm wrong, and it costs somebody their job. I know I've seen one almost cost their life because somebody told this person blah blah blah. Next thing you know, it was a lie, and that lie almost cost the life of a person. So in many cases, I always tell people, everyone has the right to have their own opinion. Everyone has the right to be this or that. It's when the right of somebody crosses the line and it becomes a malice where people thinks that your statement is true, and they use that over and over again. And there's a point of reflection that I've heard for many years. People think and feel when you say it more and more, the more and more that false narrative becomes the truth. It will never be the truth. It's just a bigger lie with a bigger audience, and it can affect more people. Many of those situations that people don't think about has cost the life of a person because somebody's lies, somebody's deception, somebody's ego, somebody's hate, fear, and prejudice and intolerance crossed the line where people have gotten hurt. And some people have lost their jobs because of that. So my question is, are we really so scared of de- defending what's the truth, even if it's against our principle, our rules, our ideas, because we are so egocentric that we need to prove that we're right, even though the evidence proves that you're wrong. I see that every day. This is not a political aspect; it's a humanistic aspect, and it's becoming a problem. And people are not willing to stand for that. They don't stand for the integrity and character and principle that we're supposed to believe in. So, do you think we have crossed the line? And I know we have, because I've seen too many people standing in their point, thinking that okay, I'm right. That's why if I'm right, then I'm going to stick with my guns, even though the evidence shows they're wrong, and the evidence shows that they're wrong. They're wrong, and there's no supportive facts that their statement and their opinion or their point has any validity. So if you think I'm wrong, hit me. If you think I'm right, hit me. I want a discussion. I want to talk, because the reality is we have crossed the line in many aspects, and today it seems that we have forgotten what it means to have integrity, character, principle, tolerance, hope, and understanding. So for now, take care, stay safe, and enjoy whatever weather it is.